Hey everybody, Goldie here, and today we are taking a look at the new free character for the month-long contest, May Melee, and it's somebody that everyone has wanted for a while. I'm not sure if they wanted him as a freebie, um, in terms of like card quality. I think people would have preferred him as like a chase or a weekend character because then they'd know he'd be quote unquote good, but it is Bron Breaker. Beat them at their best. So he is a modern era powerhouse. He is aggressive, and that will be important later on. Breaker kicked off the 2.0 era of NXT with a bang, pinning championship contender LA Knight in his debut match and putting the locker room on notice. The former Baltimore Ravens fullback brings a powerful mix of strength and intensity to the ring. With his sights locked on the NXT Championship, Breaker boasts a devastating gorilla press power slam and has already caught the eye of veteran Tommaso Ciampa. The future is bright for Breaker as he looks to steamroll his way to the top and become the standard bearer of NXT 2.0. So I don't watch, but my understanding is he's won the belt, lost the belt already. But, you know, whatever. Scopely tings. All right. Links, NXT, any color moves start with one more move point. Modern era, gems do 5% more damage. No gear. So, because he is the free character for the month, I will have a 2-star move set along with the 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star. So 2-star is probably going to be a little underwhelming, but we're going to show it anyways because that's how the majority of the players are going to have to beat the tour. So finisher, red 2, black 1. Finisher is the side belly to belly suplex, 10 MP, deal 134,796 damage, and swap a 3x7 random area into black gems. Red 2, the Frankensteiner, or as they probably should have called it, the Frankenbreaker. Get it? Because they won't let him call himself a anyways. 7 MP, deal 85,509 damage, and choose 6 gems to make into black gems. And black 1, the Scoop Power Slam, 7 MP, deal 80,234 damage, and make 9 random gems into red gems. So kind of sticking along the trend of the last couple free MLC characters we've had, very much a gem chucker. Entourage, we're going to run Butch for more red MP, Titus for more black gems, Santa Hogan just to increase our gem damage, and Typhoon for more red gem damage. And you could say he'd be a good boss breaker. Get it? Because he's... Okay, whatever. He'd be a good shield breaker. That's what I'm trying to get at. He'd probably be a good black and red shield breaker with 2Ks. For the belt, we're going full fury. I've looked for red move and red gem substats. Have the maxed out tier 4, maxed out tier 4 gem damage as well. For the plate, we're going Viper Strike. Whenever you break 3 or more black gems, make 7 yellow gems into red gems at the end of your turn. And while I waited for my tour perks to be expired, when that happened, his monthly boosts activated, which low-key irritates me, but it also gives us an accurate reflection of how he's going to play throughout the month, I suppose. So his monthly boosts, move that generate all-color gems will create 2 more all-color gems. Gems do 50% more damage, and all-color moves start with 2 more move points. The 5% is from my tour perks when they first came out, and they probably forgot about them. So Renew against Ivar, and this is just the 2-star moveset, so let's see what we can expect. They did a pretty good job with this character model, I think. Yeah, so His boosts are active, which means his 7 MP moves will be ready to go on turn 1 with an MP trainer. So we're going to hit the Frankenbreaker. Yes, that's what I'm going to call it the entire video. Don't at me. And, I mean, now we're making an F-load of gems. I probably could have swapped in Batista, but... Alright. Let's just do that. Yeah, we could Cascade. Cool. Why not? Alright. Let's make 11 random into red. That should trigger the Viper Strike Plate. Yep. And because we got a wild card, it triggers it again. So 600k on the first turn with his monthly boosts. Red moves are ready to go. Alright. So we'll hit the Frankenbreaker again. And I'm just going to scatter these. Because we're going to make a random 3x7. And I want to, like, connect as... I totally meant to do that, don't at me. I want to connect as many as possible. I feel like instead of Titus, you could probably go with Dude Love, Nikolai Volkov, any other black gem damage if we're going to be spamming this many black gems. In terms of coaches, the black gem coaches, you could argue Boogeyman is now free. But then there's Zombie Edge and Hall of Fame Bree. If you have one of them, you could use that for black gem damage on the finisher. Or you could go red move. Trickster Snoop. That works too. Okay, so we'll swipe to get out. Of course it would Cascade, and yeah, why wouldn't it? Throw out some random reds. So kind of your standard gem chucker. A little bit of randomness with the black move that makes reds, but the choose move is nice for control. I hope you get a lot of stuff done this month. And we'll kick out of this. 500k ain't nothing to a 250-pound genetic freak. Again, I'll just kind of scatter these. Oh, of course we give him a wild card, why wouldn't we? Yeah, of course. Of course! Oh well. Again, this is the 2-star moveset, so more exciting, interesting things to come. But for a gem chucker, it's alright. And the move damage is quite nice for a freebie as well up here. And 300k on the finisher with a red percent and no move coaches or trainers, so that's nothing to complain about. Not sure where he'll be on the modern male powerhouse free character list, but we'll get into that a little bit later when we look at the different builds. I should cascade in some reds. Nice. Very nice. So a mill. Works for me. All right, that is the gem chucking 2-star build. Let's move along and take a look at his 3-star move. 3-star move is the pop-up power bomb, black 2. We are going to run that alongside double red. So the pop-up power bomb 8 MP, deal 47,339 damage, and choose 4 gems to make into row break gems. So the entourage we've kept pretty much the same, except we've swapped out Titus for Sarge to give us 2 more row breaks, and the belt we have not touched. So let's see how this one looks. So what we're gonna do is give ourselves 2 3 matches and then set up a row break, column break. Sorry, column break. So go here and here, and then we'll set up a column break up there, and then just kind of fill in the gaps to give us more gem damage. And then we're going to choose 6. And we'll go up there because there's a red gem. Okay. And then... Blap! 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 Et voila. Okay, that's fun. Million pin on turn 1 with the freebie. I'll take that. If you have Bianca as a coach, I believe she gives an extra row break. If she doesn't, someone else does. I don't remember who. But that is an option to get the entire board. Could also run Striker Kevin Nash if you don't have Sarge leveled up. He gives you 2 extra black gems and a row break gem at 9k. So that is another option. Now let's shift focus and take a look at his 4-star build. 4-star build brings in both of the purple moves. So purple 1, the Alabama Slam, 9 MP, deal 73,431 damage and choose a 2x5 area to make into blast gems. And purple 2, the Turnbuckle Head Slams, that sounds so Steinerish, 9 MP, deal 79,324 damage and make 8 random gems into blast gems. We are going to run that alongside the Frankenbreaker red 27 MP that chooses black gems, and the reason we're going to do that is because of the plate. We'll get into that. Entourage, Butch for more red MP. That's going to get this move going on turn 1 with his tour perks and monthly boosts. Not his tour perks, his monthly boosts. That's what I meant. That was a test. I was testing you. You passed. And then we're going to go blast gem focus. So Rick Rude, what up though? Everyone has him and 20,000 of his shards. For 35% more blast gem damage, just because it's a choose area and then a random. So it's like we might as well, you know, Rhea gives a flat 2,200. Slick Rick adds 20% to all gems. This is higher and it's spread out and there's lots of them. So I figured Rick Rude, it's fine. Acro Ray, 25% more blast gem damage plus an extra blast gem. And Typhoon, just to increase our primary color damage and blast gems by 25%. Now, how we're going to load the purples is the plate. We're going to use the Eternal Positivity. Whenever you break 3 or more black gems, get 3 purple move points at the end of your turn. So we're going to use the Frankenbreaker. Yes, I'm calling it the Frankenbreaker. To give ourselves a black match wild card. That'll trigger the plate. Take a swipe of black. That'll trigger it and should load everything up. And if it doesn't work, just forget this ever happened. Let's see. So 8 to make into black gems. No, I don't like that already. 1, 2, 3, 5. And then set that up. Or we could just cascade purple. That is not what I, wanted to do. I wanted to show you the plate tactic. But whatever. I'll take it. Alabama Slam. Might as well go in the middle. So, just for context, 23k on the red. And about 10k more. So, 33k on the red blast. So, blast gem trainers and coaches coming into play. I'm going to spit out a bunch of random blast gems, and then we are going to blow up the board. And he's going to kick out because he's a butt. But, eternal positivity, keeping those purples loaded. And hopefully he... Yep, perfect. So we get some pin bar to work with now. And I'm going to use this first just because that other one is random. I don't want it to go in here. Oh, come on. And see how that's charging up. Turnbuckle head slams. That's such a cool animation. Not that concussions are funny, because they're not, but that's a cool animation. And swipe. Board goes bop. You know who would be, what plate would be fun to use with this? Chaotic Blast. No, I'm totally kidding. Can you imagine this with a Titan plate? That could be something. I'll ask Furpo very nicely if I can borrow it for a run it back. Because, not that this would be the ideal place for it. Like, Sika obviously is still an excellent option. And if you have a second one, you're probably not going to put it on a free MLC character. But people said that about Sika, who was a free MLC character. So let's not sleep on this idea yet. Let's take a look at the 5-star build, though. The 5-star move is a secondary finisher. Slightly more damage than the first one. The double underhook slam, 11 MP. Deal 146,245 damage, make 12 blast gems into purple gems, and pin the opponent. We are going to run this alongside the double purple, blast gems everywhere. And entourage, we're going to do Woods for more purple MP, Batista for 50% more damage on the finisher. If you had Damian Priest, that could possibly get really nice and high up there. Lacey for purple gem damage, Typhoon for blast gem damage, and we're going to keep the Full Fury and run with a Twilight Ritual plate. Whenever you break 3 or more red gems, make 7 blue into purple at the end of your turn. Let's see how this looks. Okay. So I'm looking to see if I take this red match, if any of the blues will cascade into purple, and they won't. So I'll take the purple match to be on the safe side. Oh, it would have. Go figure. Choose a 2x5. Go in the middle of the board. 8 random into blast. And swipe. I think that's the finisher loaded. I think. No, I think we're one short. We gonna see. Yeah, we're one short. God damn it. All right. So we'll take a swipe just to load the finisher to see how that one goes. He left my blast gems. What a gentleman. Alright, so just for clarity, 16k on the purples and then with the blast gems. So not a huge difference. And we're going to make a bunch of them into purples, so we're going to try to connect here. How many is it? 14 because of the boost. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be 16, so we'll hope that 2 of these land on purple. They did. They all went up here, but they did. And just shy of 400k on the finisher, make 14 blast into purple and pin the opponent. So with this build, finisher is a little hard to get to. But it does go blap, so if there was a reverse, like break purple, get red, instead of break red, get purple, that would be ideal, but there isn't. So that'll have to do. All right. Let's wrap things up. So that concludes the preview on Bron, not a Steiner Breaker. Let me know what you think. I know a lot of people really wanted him in game. I'm not sure if they wanted him in game like this? Question mark? But Powerhouse with Blast Gems and Row Breaks blows up the board. Titan Plate could be absolutely insane on him. Overall, usable. Curious to see how people feel between him and Powerhouse Dawkins that play fairly similarly with the Blast Gems. Curious on your thoughts on that. Let me know any other questions, comments, concerns in the comments of this video. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Be sure to like, share with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified when my next gameplay video comes out. Thank you again for watching, and thank you for being a friend. Bron!